So are you in the process of choosing a pediatrician for your baby? If you are, today's video hopefully will be useful to you. So I am going to go over some things to consider as you start to go through the process of choosing a pediatrician for your baby. Now, this might actually be a simple decision for you because maybe you still live in the city or town you grew up in, and your pediatrician is still around and you loved them and you would just love to take your baby back to the same person. I've been doing this for over 17 years now. I'm a board certified pediatrician and I've practiced for over 17 years. And so I have lots of moms who I saw as kids who are now bringing their babies to me, and that's really exciting. Also makes me feel old. But yes, so that may actually be a very simple decision for you. And if that is, something as an option for you, great, go for it, because it's someone you already know, someone you're comfortable with, and someone that has provided great care, hopefully to you as a child. And so now you can bring your own kid to them. Now, if that's not an option though, something else you can think of is just getting recommendations from friends or family members who've had very good experiences with their own providers. That's always a very good option as well. The other thing you could do is visit your insurance company's website or call them on the phone and see what pediatricians or providers they have in network that are around you. And this can just form the initial basis for choosing one. So you hopefully can get to narrow your choices to a handful of providers that you would love to consider. I will say visit their websites, see what general information is available. You'll probably get to see information about their training and about some basics of their practice, what time it's open, if there are other providers in the practice, very basic information. However, when that's done, I will say it's great to be able to schedule a meet and greet where you get to go to the practice and sit down with the provider and get to chat with them for a few minutes. Most practices will allow you to do that, and it's usually complimentary. So I'll say go for it, because you get to meet this person and get to see, first of all, if there's any chemistry. Now, that may sound crazy, like, I know I just want someone who's very competent. Absolutely, you do want a competent pediatrician or provider for your baby, but you also want someone that you're comfortable with and that you're able to ask questions of and that you don't feel intimidated by. And so that's really important. And I think you can start to get some of that when you sit down with the person. I will ask some open-ended questions like, what's your philosophy for taking care of your patient? Another question to ask is, do they have admitting privileges? So that means, are they able to come visit you and your baby at the hospital when you deliver? And that's not a hard requirement, but it's sometimes nice to know if the pediatrician you're going to be seeing at the office is able to start that relationship right after your baby is born at the hospital. Just sort of helps to connect, to create that bond or that connection right at the beginning. So that's a good question to ask. Another one will be what the philosophy is for vaccines. Now, this is a very important one, because pediatricians are now falling on two sides of a divide, and you're going to have some pediatricians who will not see you if you do not vaccinate your kids or your baby on schedule as is recommended. And then you have some pediatricians who are going to allow you some more flexibility to either not vaccinate or vaccinate with an alternate schedule. Well, I happen to be the latter. So in my practice, allow moms decide about vaccinations. I fully believe in vaccines and feel like feel they are safe, but nothing's 100%. And so I think that it is important for a parent to decide whether to get their kids vaccinated or not. And so you should know that ahead of time, because sometimes it's not as evident, and you may have a good relationship with them and with that practice, and then up till 2 months when you now have to consider vaccines, realize that you might not be able to be seen at the same practice anymore if you choose not to vaccinate. So you should know that upfront. Another question will be their stance on breastfeeding and formula feeding, and to see if you're going to be fully supported with whatever your decision is after considering your options. And that will be something else that's important to find out as well. So, well, I hope this has been useful to you. Just a few things to think about as you start to consider what pediatrician to choose for your baby. A good time to start will be maybe towards the end of your second trimester. So somewhere about 25 to 27 weeks of gestation, because it gives you enough time to do some research, enough time to make those appointments, and to get to meet with this person that you're going to hopefully choose before your baby comes. All right, well, I hope that was useful, and if it is, leave me a comment. If you have any other questions, I would love to be able to answer those. Send me a private message, DM, or leave in the comments below. Bye. Dr. Biddy here. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click the notification button so you don't miss a new video when one comes out. Now, I know sometimes choosing the right pediatrician for your baby can be a difficult decision, and that's why I want you to check out my free resource guide. It's a simple 3-part framework on how to choose the right pediatrician for your baby. You can find the links in the description below. Again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you back here again soon.